right, sick boys. We're back for another one. It's been about 3 months, it seems like. And first things first, I think we got to mention, first of all, if you're listening or watching on YouTube, thank you. We appreciate that. But if you're going to bed or something and you can't finish the video, go listen to us in the car, like audio version, right? On the way to work or something tomorrow. Listen to us. We are available on every single listening platform. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Pandora, iPod Nano, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, go listen to us, audio version, YouTube, watch us there. Follow us on social media. We're active. We're posting every single day. Dixon's down in Georgia. The other boys are back in the mitten. Dixon, what's going on with you?
Flew out Monday morning at 8 a.m. out of Detroit, and we flew into Atlanta, and we had to do a couple visits and stayed in Columbia for 2 nights. And then we had one supplier visit up to, on our way up to Dalton, which is where our facility is down in the south here. So we're here till probably tomorrow till about 2 o'clock. Then we fly out of Chattanooga back to Detroit. So I'll be back in Detroit. I think the flight actually leaves at 5. So I'll be back in Detroit by like 7:30. Just a quick little work trip. But we are in the hotel. So I actually probably have better Wi-Fi now than I would at home anyway. So this is a better chance to record. Yeah, we're on a new software. So Riverside, let's see how it goes. Teams, obviously we were cut out of that. And I think Riverside could be solid. And I have had a few glasses of wine, so yeah, right. I'm more alive than I've been in the last few episodes.
Yeah.
What color?
Feel great. Down an arrow with
Hey, real quick though, best thing we ever did. So my buddy that I work with, he's actually my boss now. Used to not be. He was our supplier development guy, and then took the role of our purchasing director. He loves sports just as much as all of us. He's a Michigan State guy, so feel bad for him a little bit. But we decided to go buy a football from CVS, a Gamecocks football down in Columbia, and we tossed that pigskin around for like almost 2 hours last night in the parking lot lights. And then actually before we got on here, we were throwing for a good half hour after dinner, which is honestly one of the most satisfying things, throwing a football. Playing catch is amazing.
Yeah, it's beauty.
Not only does it pass the time, but when you can get them tight spirals rolling off the fingertips, it just feels good.
Yeah, 100%. But
so good idea, good travel idea. Always bring a football wherever you go.
Yep. I'm gonna say, go ahead.
Or
yeah.
For you baseball guys,
Yeah,
since the
I would say
on, bring a mitt.
I would say baseball is probably like throwing a baseball around is probably a little bit more like mentally and physically, emotionally more pleasing than throwing a football.
That high.
Especially when you get the nice little snap.
I wouldn't bless with those opportunities to get a mitt and a ball. Never played.
Thing on it. But I'd agree with you.
Preview at recess activities, playing catch. Did you guys ever bring your mitts to school?
Yeah.
Never had a mitt to school. It'd get fucking stolen immediately.
I'd wear it all day. It would never get
stolen. Throw that Johnny in the locker.
I think. But
Connie used to wear. Connie would break his mitts and he wouldn't even put them in the oven to break them, and he'd just fucking go to sleep with them.
Each body part got a new night. But all right, I don't think we should do primetime picks or locks of the week this week, because that may take too much time on the podcast. But we'll for everybody listening, yeah, just go check out our Instagram. And we should probably let the people know that Ag is undefeated on locks of the week. So definitely do that. That's 7-0. That's actually very impressive from Uncle Mern.
Yep.
And then prime time. Well, Nin's freezing cold there too, so you might want to go.
Bet against me.
Yeah.
Nick is on the fucking icy.
Whatever.
He's on ice watch.
Take the opposite.
Nin's almost negative money now, so. That's
opposite.
not good. But primetime picks too. We absolutely lit it up last week. 0-12 collectively for the boys.
Yeah, that was tough.
0-12. That's one of the worst.
That's actually
One
wild.
of the worst things I've ever seen. And we took, first of all, us taking the same teams every night is wild. But all three of those teams losing is nuts. I mean, the Vikings was a shock beating the Niners, but I'm actually shocked we all picked the Dolphins in Philly. But we did, and they lost, so that's not good.
That game pissed me off.
Well, I mean, the Dolphins, the two teams that they've played that they've kind of got stomped on, Philly and Bills. Both those teams are like pretty physical and big, and just kind
I
of run
wouldn't
you
say
over.
the Eagles stomped on the Dolphins. Like the Dolphins lost it themselves.
31-17, right? What was the final?
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, the Dolphins choked it away.
The Bills ran through them. The Bills just fucking.
The Bills ran through them, yes.
Yeah.
But the Bills also got ran through by the Patriots. So I don't understand when anybody talks about the Dolphins are frauds. Like the Niners just lost to the fucking Vikings. Are the Niners frauds?
They just lost to the Patriots.
Exactly.
No, not at all.
Exactly.
But those are the only two. I think Miami is just they're really good, and they play fast as hell and are super quick everywhere. I don't know if they're like smash mouth football and can like body people when they need to be. Need to play that way.
Egg wants it.
Egg wants it like 1984. 1984.
Well, I mean, the only teams that they got beat by are fucking physical teams.
Egg wants give it to Jim Brown up the middle and see if they do it.
School football
is what he wants.
Well, you got to be able to do both.
What about the Lions, dude? I don't know. I still don't. I was talking to a few guys on the airplane about that. Like, what do you make of that?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. It's the same thing.
No.
I never said Miami was a fraud either.
My one point was Miami just put up 70 on the Broncos and proceeded to get beat by 30 the next week. So
the three best teams in the NFL.
It's the NFL.
Tough, but
Lions, Dolphins, Niners.
Yep.
If the Lions win Monday night and they go into their bye week 6-2, I don't think I would have ever dreamt that up in my best dream ever.
So Vegas, so we'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, the Lions have had a very
the spread's at
a pretty good
8.5
schedule
already
for them to go 6-2 though too.
Yeah, and
because they played
in the second half of the schedule.
They had a decent schedule for them.
Very. It is.
Yeah, they don't have too tough.
It is not a hard schedule at all. But yeah, social media for primetime picks, locks of the week, Survivor Pool 2. Dixon is the last four-fellow remaining. I picked the Bucks, as you boys could see on social media. Again, go follow us. We post every day. So, Dixon, who are you going with this week? Do you want to spoil your pick on the pod or no? I don't know when this is going to be released, but
it'll probably come out Friday.
I mean, I have yet to take the Lions, so if there's a week, I'm going to take them on Monday night. Aren't they at home too?
Yeah.
They're minus. What were they? 280 or something? 250.
I put my money on
Dixon, I like that call. There's going to be, I mean, it's getting down to it. We start at 38 people. We're down to 8, and it's week 8. So, it's going to start getting tough.
The only thing I didn't really take a look at is how many of the other guys that are still left have already taken the Lions, like in past weeks. But I like a little bit of diversity with 8 guys left. That would be nice.
I can tell you that. Yeah. Don't mean to spoil it for everybody listening. Yes. Those picks will be released on Sunday before game time. But anyways, another thing that we got hit on, NBA started. Pistons just lost by 1 brutal loss opening night. So that's exciting. Unreal time for all sports right now, especially because we got the World Series. World Series, Philly just lost to the D-backs last night, which was absolutely shocking.
Tough.
No Chauncey. I thought Philly was losing at home Game 7. But we got a World Series matchup.
Go up 2-0.
One that nobody would have expected, I think. Well, especially on the NL with the D-backs. And then you got the Raiders out of the AL. So
yeah, the worst team out of that side too, right? They were the lowest seeded team.
Were they? They might have been.
Yeah, I believe they were.
But let's go real quick here. World Series picks. Winner and how many games? Egg, start. Or Dixon.
Can I go first? Because I know absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you know who they're playing?
Okay. Yes, I had to just look it up just now, by the way. Well, Well, I guess
got
the
the
teams
mascot.
almost right, Connie? Or
Yes.
no, I got them wrong.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
On the
What
phone
is that?
It
earlier.
was like the Tigers and the Royals.
No. All right, I got
Really?
Diamondbacks in 6.
I will follow Dixon
Yes.
up. I
I just
have that
feel
as
it.
well. I want the Diamondbacks to win because they were such a poor franchise the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. I like seeing someone else win. So
Yep. I'll go. I don't know where S Racer went, but I'm gonna go Rangers in 5. I think Texas is extremely legit, and the D-backs obviously are too. They beat the 2 of the best teams of the NL, the Dodgers and the Phillies. So they're playing real good baseball. But I think Texas.
their pitching's good.
Yeah, their bullpen's gross. Their bullpen is sickening. So it's gonna be tough for the boys in Arlington, but I think they'll do it in 5. Rangers in 5. Egg, who do you got?
Yeah, I like Rangers too. Probably Rangers in 6. I think the Diamondbacks have kind of just been they heated up in like the last couple weeks of baseball and kind of come out and playing really good. But I think their little run comes to an end in the World Series and they lose in 6. So give me the Rangers.
Okay, 2 on the Rangers, 2 on the D-backs. Now, let's go trivia. Let's go one trivia, and then to let everybody
Trivia,
know,
been a while.
we're gonna talk about something real good here tonight for and we're all gonna have a good
New season, right?
Good say in it.
Triv?
No. New season of trivia is gonna start after
Oh,
the
yeah, new
whole
season.
year. No, not yet.
Seed first. But
Can you boys see Egg at all or no?
no, it just
matter.
keeps butting
Alright.
in.
Okay,
We can still hear him, so we're good.
okay, here we go. Here's a question. Hey, I'm gonna let you know this question is gonna be extremely hard. But if you can get any of them, then you get the points accordingly. Obviously, here we go. You have to name the 5 colleges that have produced both a U.S. president and a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Also, hey, this question is courtesy of our boy who's been
supposed to answer?
feeding me
Michigan.
good trivia questions. Yes, and then that is one answer. Nate Hazard.
What the fuck?
We didn't know.
Wait.
I think I knew
What
that
the
one.
fuck?
Yeah, of course.
What the fuck? Wait. He wasn't even
No, he was
done.
just explaining.
Yeah, I was explaining. That was open, and then you got a point.
Yeah, we can't answer the damn question.
So that counts?
Oh my god, this fucking game, dude.
I don't know.
What's that saying? I don't even know what that's
It's
saying.
like, he didn't answer the question!
We didn't.
Okay.
No, but Michigan is one of them.
Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the only one I
he was
knew.
still explaining.
He was explaining. He said the question, then he was explaining.
Yeah.
No, that's so dumb.
No, you can't even hear this guy.
This is terrible.
All I hear is like saying, dumb fuck.
All right, keep going.
All right, so keep
All right,
going.
West Point.
Tennessee.
West Point.
No.
Harvard.
Wisconsin.
Harvard.
LSU.
Yale. Florida.
No. Who?
Miami.
What
He
the
said
fuck
Florida.
is he
Florida.
saying?
No.
Miami.
Florida State.
West Virginia.
Okay, I feel like some of these schools are not like Power 5.
I told you
Yeah.
it's hard. It's very
Can
hard.
you see us, bro? Hey, can you see us?
Penn.
Hey,
Yeah, I can see you fucks. Missouri. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
the new trivia is what is that saying?
West Lafayette.
This could.
I'm on my fucking hotspot, but this shit ain't working
What?
as good as it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, West Lafayette. Clemson.
Bro, I can't.
Okay, that's it. We're cutting it off.
Oh,
Nevada.
Chance the boys are getting that.
Cal.
No, we can't hear you. You did?
Oh, that's good.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
The fuck are we doing?
It was like I just hear like 3 words from Egg.
Yeah. No,
There we go. We heard him. We heard him.
E.
What else schools?
That was the biggest sell. That was the
Texas
biggest sell
Tech?
I've ever seen.
Illinois.
I've said the entire
Northern Illinois.
Ooh.
nationwide of schools.
Hey, so Nin, you think his
UC Berkeley after the question was done.
Yeah, but I said Miami.
The only one that was counted was Michigan, I guess.
The only one that counted was Nin with Michigan. Point.
That's a tough ass question, buddy.
Huh? What'd you say?
I'm talking to Nate Has here. He's a big time watcher. That's a tough question. We're a little bit stupid for that. Make them a little easier next week.
Yeah, for real. That's an unreal.
That was a great question, actually.
No, great.
It's an unreal.
We need to brush
question.
up.
I'm just stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, so Delaware would be Biden,
Yeah,
and who's the
that's an
Super
even
Bowl
better
winner?
question. Who is it?
Fucking
Franklin
Joe name
Carson Palmer.
Close, Nin. Joe
Theismann.
Flacco.
Joe Montana.
Fuck. Flack went to
Oh,
Delaware.
Flacco.
Miami, Ohio was William Harrison and Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Michigan was Jerry Ford and Brady. Stanford was Herbert Hoob and Elway, and Navy
Yeah.
was Jimmy Carter and Roger Staubach.
Hey, you forgot one. Saginaw Valley State is on there. I won the Super Bowl back in 09. I did. Look it up.
All I heard was Saginaw Valley State.
All right. You want to do the other trivia
All right.
question?
Guys, let's move on.
All right.
Let's move on.
Move.
Okay.
Okay. We were talking about it yesterday. What annoys you in golf? I hate slow play.
Nin's, yeah, slow play.
For me, and I do it myself, even though when I watch other people do it, it's like a little weird, even though I do it, I will be lasering
Ooh.
inside of 50 yards still, like no matter what.
Will be too. Well,
And I think it's weird when people do it, but
You're
I
a
find myself doing it all the
R3
time.
Rangefinder.
I think inside 30 is a little
Are
bit
you?
weird. Outside of 30, it's like, all right. It's like 42 or whatever.
Like sometimes my depth perception's off, and I'll like end up lasering it thinking it's like 40, and I get like 28, and I'm like, what the fuck? Let me put this thing away. But when I see other people do it, I'm like, what the? I mean, that's basically a chip. How are you range finding a chip
I
shot?
wouldn't say that irritates me, but I think that's weird as shit. But
I don't think it's
Yeah.
irritating. It's just weird. But irritating, I guess, would be probably like not to gear this again toward Egg, but
Oh, here we go again.
going
You
that
have
route.
to fucking say it.
Egg will like.
You could just say the fucking.
No, it's not. It's not Egg. It's not Egg. It's like when somebody.
Oh, here's one.
It's not. It's not actually Egg. I was kidding.
10 feet makes the eagle. Hands every swing.
That is probably annoying.
One arm. Oh fuck.
All right, so listen. For me, it's when somebody who can clearly pull driver off the tee on like a shorter par 4 opts to pull an
That
iron
irritates you?
or something like that. When like drivers definitely needed. I mean, it's like, what are you trying to prove something? I mean, you're gonna hit your iron just as sideways and 200 yards shorter.
Wrong.
Well,
I don't understand that.
Just hit
I
driver
will hit
everywhere.
my driver
Yeah,
way
I
more
don't
crooked than I will hit a 4-iron.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't understand people. I don't understand the fairway finder thing. People think that if they don't hit or they're going to hit 3-wood because it's going to go in the fairway. And that kind of goes with this one, too. How people think if you don't hit the fairway, then you're brutal or you're in trouble. Kind of both Danny Allen isms there, but I agree with them.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
And they don't irritate me as much as they're missed.
Kind of go against that a little bit. Hey, isn't there a higher probability that if you miss the fairway, you're going to get in more trouble than you being in the fairway? So why wouldn't you want to be in a fairway a majority of the time? You would. So why not hit it in the fairway and be 120 yards out rather than hitting driver in the fucking weeds 60 yards out?
Yeah, see, that's a good point, E, but there's two things there. You said
because I'm not going to hit driver in the shit.
No, yeah, you said in
right.
trouble.
That's why it's dependent on the player. If you hit your driver bad, you don't got to hit driver. If you hit your driver good, then fucking pull driver. It don't matter. Just hit whatever you want.
Yeah. But if it doesn't get you in trouble, yeah, I agree with what you're saying. But the rough doesn't always mean it's trouble.
That's why I hit 4 irons and 3 woods.
But
no. So I've never said that.
That's why he hits 4 iron.
All right. Another thing that really irritates me is somebody who definitely takes way too much time on the green to either read the putt or, I guess, the entire process line up the putt. I didn't say you, Egg, but good thing you shoot fits.
You're doing right. You're doing it just to get at me. That's the only time you should spend the most time on the green.
No, it's true. Everybody would agree to that.
I don't give a fuck on the greens.
I'm the best putter you know, Egg.
Dixon, you're a terrible putter.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is towards the higher amateur crowd.
No.
Iron covers.
Ooh.
Get those fucking things
iron
off.
Covers.
Yep, iron covers.
No, that's fucked.
Ooh, I got one. Leaving the driver head cover off the entire round when you're in a cart.
Good one.
You got to put that thing back on.
Good one.
You got to put it back on.
Always putting that.
Same with the putter cover. Always being off. Never putting the putter head cover back on. Yeah.
Every
Yep.
grid.
They all go back on.
Grid, wood.
Comes off, goes back on.
Yeah.
Comes off.
100.
Yeah. So listen, I'm not gonna. I really don't want to expose my dad here because he's on his golf trip right now down in Myrtle Beach. He hasn't played a lot going into it, but he hits the ball okay, but his terminology is just like weird to me. So this is what I heard today. I talked to him this morning before I went in, or we got on the road, and he was like telling me about his round yesterday, and he was like, yeah, I was smashing my drives, and you know what really is getting me is my irons and I've been trying to come down on it. What the fuck is come down on it?
Deep angle.
I said, Dad, you've been saying that for some years. What is coming down on it mean? That it just doesn't like click anywhere in my head. Like there's got to be something more. There's got to be more substance than I'm just trying to come down on it. Yeah. That's tough because I try and like talk to him about it in a different way, and then it always goes back to I just need to come down on it.
What about the good shot?
Whatever that means.
You hit a good putt, good shot.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my dad is just an absolute culprit. For
I got
that.
one last thing.
Okay.
I can't stand people with staff bags.
Good.
Ooh, really?
Like no, that's weird.
Even the tour guys don't even like them. I don't even care if you're a teaching pro. Like, what's the reason? Just for looks?
Wait, yeah, hey, I think that's actually...
Well,
they're so big for no reason.
I feel like not as many people have those now, though, right?
That is true.
Or no?
They're rare. They're rare.
They're more rare
they're probably
now.
smaller than they used to be.
They're cool if you're like collecting the bags. Like, cool. If you just like have your like R1 driver and what's the TaylorMade iron that came out right after that? Not the stem, not the burners.
The burners.
It was like
TaylorMade burner.
No. After
Rocket
the
blades.
rocket blades, it started with it was like a blue.
Oh, that's the
Before the M.
SL,
Yeah.
SLDR.
SLDR.
Yeah, that's LDRs.
Like with
Gee, this is
those are in the bag.
Yeah.
All right,
Hey,
so my
you
last
know what I'm for.
last one. So back to the terminology saying like good shot on the green. Not to call my pops out again, but for some reason, even at 115 yards, he'll say good
Yes.
chip.
Yes.
If he knows if I have a wedge, it's a chip,
Yeah, that's a good
no matter
one.
where it's at.
That's a good one. Hey, what about? I think this is more of a myth than me getting irritated by it. But what about the people who say that the greens got faster as the day goes on? That's cap. That's not real.
No, they don't.
though.
See, we're gonna have a superintendent listen to this, and he's gonna. I hope he comes on and torches you.
Let's bring G Pal's
That's not
uncle
right.
on for this discussion.
Or we could bring T-Power on. We could
You're telling me.
Wait,
You're telling
let's
me
call
right
G-Pal.
now.
call T-Power.
Hey, let me say
No,
something.
let me say my argument first. I just basically said the result.
I'm with Dixon.
If you
Partially.
think that in the morning when there's dew on the greens that there's not, you think they're going to be the same speed in the morning as they are in the afternoon, that's a lie.
Same speed. Yeah, no, they're
They're
gonna be
cut
different.
like
But
dude off usually.
the or the grass grows as the day gets on.
Jeeps, we are on the Four Fellas pod. We have a question for you.
Oh, I'm on the pod right now?
Yep, you are on. So
Okay.
the debate is: do the greens get faster as the days go on? As the day goes on, like from the morning to the afternoon, are the greens faster?
So it really depends on the day and it depends on the dryness.
Oh,
So, like, if you're
All
talking
right,
about
he's
a
going to
normal
get political.
Lawyer
the
G.
greens got some dew on them in the morning. They do run slower than when they're dry in the afternoon.
Yeah, but aren't they cut lower? Like they're cut in the morning.
I mean, if you want to take that route, they are cut directly in the morning. So if they are dry and cut, they would be the fastest at that point.
So literally, if it's just there's dew out in the morning,
But they're not dry.
They're going to run a
typically.
little bit slower.
They're
If
gonna
there's
run a
moisture on
hair
the green,
slower.
It's going to run slower. Yeah.
All right, hey, but G.
but if there's no dew, they're faster.
Most
Correct. If you got a dry morning, it's cut, it's rolled, that's the fastest it's going to be all day.
it's never
No,
dry in
okay,
the morning.
Dixon just said it's never
Give me a
dry in the
break.
We're
morning.
getting off balance.
He's got a point about that. I would say it is more of a rare occurrence for it to be dry in the morning than there to be some dew on the greens.
That's a totally different thing. We're saying, G, the grass
They're saying that's a totally
that's
different
what
thing.
makes them slower in the
grass
morning.
grows as the day goes on.
So they want to say they're faster in the afternoon?
Me and Connie,
Oh my God, the grass grows as the day goes
the
on.
greens are faster in the morning than they are in the afternoon.
Based on
Because the
what?
Grass
Just
grows. Say what?
Like
Say it's
grass
grass
grows, they get played on all day. They're bumpy. Grass is longer.
That's why. Like, that's my whole point. The grass is growing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, dry, cut, and rolled, they would be the fastest in the morning.
So it's just situational awareness. So
Okay. How about this? Hey, does G got me? Can you hear me?
I don't know if he can hear you, but I can add you to the call.
Yeah, just let me give it.
Just relay the message.
Team's call.
We don't have a Teams call.
What are you guys doing now?
Well, you have to use Riverside. We lost Teams.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Hey, we gotta
But
get rolling here.
anyway, we gotta move on to our topic. We just needed a
Thanks, G.
professional to tell us about it.
All right, sounds good. I'm not much of a professional anymore, but
See you, pal.
French
ask.
We appreciate. All right, I'll call you back.
All right.
If all right, say I'm the only person on the golf course all day, okay? And it's the same conditions all day, 80 degrees and sunny in Michigan. I go up.
It isn't though. That's not the way it works.
It depends on where you're at, because sometimes it could get.
It depends on where you're at. Like
It
out in like
doesn't
Arizona,
start-
like they don't get dew. It's dry as fuck.
Bro, Okay, but then it's like we wake up and it's 80 degrees, and then it's freaking 90 degrees in the middle of the day. It's going to be faster in the middle of the day.
My whole point is
In
that
my opinion,
if I'm out,
I think it's
it
all
is situational. I agree.
dependent.
it's situational.
But in Michigan, typically you do have
Yes,
dew
but
every
it's gone by
morning.
like 10 o'clock.
All I'm saying is the grass grows as the day goes on.
So
then
they
get
faster.
slower, but that's still morning.
Hairy or green.
All right, move on.
Whatever.
Trivia.
Top 5 or
Trivia
trivia
top
or
five.
something.
All right,
we got to keep
this
going
one's,
on.
This one's not as hard, and you boys can get this one.
I love that we still can't see Egg.
All right, you ready? E, you
Right.
got me good Wi-Fi? All right. What 4 states in the United States are only bordered by 2 states? No,
Alaska.
Michigan?
Alaska's not even bordered by a state.
Not Michigan.
No, Michigan's bordered by
Texas.
Maine.
Maine, yes. Maine got 1. No.
Maryland.
Florida.
Florida.
No.
Florida. Maine's got 2.
Dude, I fucking said that
California.
Behind.
He is way behind.
If I get it in the recording, and
He
I'm
is
being
way
recorded,
behind. That was Nick all the way. It wasn't you, Egg. I promise.
I was 5 seconds ahead
you,
of you.
Egg. Nick.
No.
Florida, Maine.
I said it before anybody even thought about thinking Florida.
Vermont.
New Jersey.
Delaware.
Rhode Island.
Nope.
Ooh.
This shit's
We
so
said
fucking
Delaware.
hard. Give us an easy
New
ass
Mexico.
question.
Washington for sure.
Yeah.
Here comes E's response. Give it a second.
California.
Nope, not California.
Cali. There's like 32 states over there.
This is the hardest one.
This guy just chimes now.
We'll go
He's a
10%.
chimer.
I've already said fucking Florida. I get that one.
Louisiana.
3, 2, 1, 10.
Nope.
What?
Yes, Dixon.
South Carolina.
Good.
Wow, South Carolina is bordered by 2 states. Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yes. Attaboy. Okay, Nin and Dixon both get 2 there. E gets 0.
Yeah, we're going
Let's
back
go
to the
top
tapes
5.
because I got that. Oh, hey, I'm going back to the tapes. If I get that at the right time,
You did not get it.
when I sync up the times at the exact same time on my screen,
1,000.
and I say it before Nick, I get the point.
Let us know, E.
I promise it was not you.
6 seconds behind on this stream here.
Yeah.
Go take a look at the
All right,
receipts.
next.
All right, top 5.
Okay.
Dixon, what's top 5?
Top
Or
5.
Nina? All right.
Dixon.
I'll do it. Top 5 this week is top 5 Disney movies. And I think to start, we should just let Mr. No Camera go first.
No camera it is.
I like it.
All right.
Egg.
Everybody quiet. Let me get my list. Number 5. Monsters, Inc. Banger of a movie. Love that. 4. The Incredibles. 3. Gotta be said. Cars. Absolute banger. Little thunder and lightning action. 2. Toy Story. Almost my number 1. But number 1, Lion King. The old one. The old Lion King.
good
Not
list.
the remake one.
Good
That shit's
Good
stupid as
list.
hell. The original Lion King.
Very good list, E. I like that list. I'll go next. We got 3 of the same picks there, E. My 5 holds Monsters Inc.
Yep.
Monsters Inc. is pure. 4 is The Incredibles. Good one there. The Incredibles is pure. How many are there of those now? Like 3, right?
2.
2.
3 or
Hey, give me the ridge for my 4 hole. 3 holes Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo is a 3. That's a good one. Dory and Neem.
Yep.
And who else in there? Marlon. Marlon, I reckon, is in there. He's a good one. Two.
Trivia
Okay, so
question
this is
straight
the
out of
first.
Finding Name.
Yep. Oh yeah, that was a while ago. My 2 hole could be probably a hot take. But I love the soundtrack here. Mary Poppins. I like
Oh, big
It's a good
throwback.
I like
Mary
Poppins a lot.
Poppins.
I like Mary, and my ace is The Lion King. No doubt about it. Lion King is the best Disney movie. 1,000. Nin, what do you got?
My list is very interesting because I was never a Disney person, but I had to pick 5 movies, and I was looking at this list, and it was very broad. So I was like, oh, God. But anyway, number 5, Chicken Little.
Ooh.
Very interesting.
Christmas.
I love Chicken Little. It's a great movie. 4, Aladdin.
Mm.
The old one with fucking Robin Williams. That's a good movie. Number 3, Monsters Incorporated.
Ink is good.
Number
Nope.
2, Emperor's New Groove.
What?
That movie is hilarious.
What is that?
You watched it. We watched it in English together with me, you, and Egg and
Wait.
Christian.
No, that was Mulan, I think.
No, but I swore we watched Emperor's New Groove in there.
I forgot about Mulan.
Like a man out of you. Wait, so
That's cool.
Emperor's
Anyway, number
New
1,
Groove-
Incredibles, the original one. It's great.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Dixon, wrap us up here.
I kind of fucked up my whole list. I kind of did it last minute. I got. This is gonna. Well, a few of them are near and dear to my heart. 5 is fucking Tarzan. 4 is Robin Hood was great. 3, special one, Fox and the Hound. I love
That's
that
actually
movie.
a good
There you go.
2, Tom and Huck.
There you go.
1 is Lion King. And then honorable mention for nostalgia, for the history of Disney. Give me Steamboat
You're going
Wilson.
Russell at the H&M?
Oh yeah,
Oh, God.
Willie Mays.
My honorable mention, I did not even know was Disney until I found out today, and I was like, this movie's amazing. Zootopia.
Which one is that?
It's
I've
the
never
one with
seen
the
that.
animals, like the one's a police officer, then the sloths at the banker, and they're super slow.
Oh.
And the rabbit.
Oh.
I think it's hilarious.
That one could be good. Mine is not as sick, but it's a good one. Toy Story. Woody Harrelson and what's the other boy's name? Buzz. Yeah, Woody and Buzz. They
Buzz
get it
Lightyear?
going. And Alex.
Yeah, that's
Whatever
a
his
banger.
name is. Andy, I think. E.
And
Yes. My H&M, already been said. Finding Nemo, banger. Gotta be.
Yeah. Finding Nemo. All right, E wraps up.
I don't have me wrapping up. My shit's fucked.
All right.
Connie.
All right, fellas, that's a wrap on episode 41. Good work. We'll see you boys same time next week. Go follow us on every single social media platform, TikTok, Stag, YouTube. Listen to us, audio version. Listen, Spotify, Apple, Pandora, anywhere. We'll see you boys soon. Big one
Comment,
next week.
like,
too.
subscribe.
Big guest next week. Like, comment, subscribe. Big episode next week. See you boys next week.
Egg, wave goodbye.
There's E.